Yo, welcome to the show. It's the ATL vibe. Hit that like, hit that sub, keep the energy high. We got Anthony Legacy, T.A. Majusi too. Bringing all the heat, yeah, you know how we do. Hey, hit that button, don't forget to subscribe. We stay lit, we stay fresh, yeah, we keep it live. Drop a comment, tell us what you wanna see. ATL family and friends, it's the place to be. From laughs to real talk, man, we got it all. Vibes on deck, yeah, we stand tall. We here for the fam, so don't be shy. Like, share, and subscribe, help us touch the sky. Yo, welcome to the show, it's the ATL vibe. Hit that like, hit that sub, keep the energy high. We got Anthony Legacy, T.A. Majusi too. Bringing all the heat, yeah, you know how we do. ATL, we up, we ain't never gonna stop. New content dropping, yeah, we stay on top. Family, friends, we keep it all love. Now do us a favor, hit that sub. Hey, the ATL family and friends on your screen, bringing you the real, yeah, you know what we mean. Don't just watch, be part of the team. Like, share, and subscribe, keep living the dream.
Hello. How y'all doing today? I'm joined by none other. First of all, I'm Anthony Brown, yours truly. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, and I'm joined by none other than my sister, Miss Juicy Cakes. We are here with yes, we have the for y'all today. Yes, P. Diddy. As you see, the thumbnail says Free Diddy. Yes or no? Let's talk about it. How you doing, Juicy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am
Look,
great. I am great. So great to be here with a impromptu, last minute, emergency, breaking news
I know.
podcast.
I
Yes,
said that too. I said so impromptu, but hey, we can and it's okay.
yes,
And
we
I,
can do that.
yes. How are you today on this hump day? Hump with
I
it.
am.
Hump with it.
That's it. Hey. Don't start. Don't start. We're gonna change the subject.
Well, we here. We here
we
for it.
we here with the to talk about it.
But you know what? On subject, but change the subject. So last night we ended our show with talking about laws and changes in laws, and you made some points about the wiring transfers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in Walmart today, and this man is trying to get gift cards,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a limit to the number of Visa gift cards you can purchase.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new policy that they're not allowed to sell. Like, when you buy a Visa gift card, some cards you have to show your ID in order to get the card.
There must be something new too. Because I used to work at Walmart in the money center, and they never had to show their ID.
Yeah. So you show ID to send and receive money.
Mm-hmm.
And the Walmart has a Walmart to Walmart, so you show ID for that. But
Correct.
now to get this gift card thing or whatever, it's a Visa prepaid. So I'm thinking it had to have it because it's Visa. But he was asking people in the line, "Will you buy a card for me? Will you buy a card for me? I'll give you the money." But they got a limit, and I can't buy but two, and I need, So he gets the cards. He says he sends them to his family, and then they can use it. Like you would give a gift to.
I wonder why they changed that. Because, for example, let's say if I own a company, and let's say for the holiday I want to give all 50 of my employees a $50 gift card. And employers have done that. They have come in and bought. Let's say I want to buy 100 gift cards. I'm giving them out to my employees as stocking stuffers for Christmas, or for whatever the holiday is. Just
Mm-hmm.
because it's the company's 30th anniversary, so I'm giving out $30 gift cards to everybody. So who are we as a consumer that's in business to make money and sell these cards to say, oh no, you can only buy two?
Right. And that's the crazy part. But the regulation from how he was explaining with the new policy changes and laws that Trump is making is they're trying to regulate funds being sent to other countries from like the people working here and sending their money back home, because
Right.
that's taking money from America and we're not being great.
Well, that was the purpose of him creating the law as far as wiring money out. But what does that have to do with buying a Visa gift card?
I don't know. I know that I remember having a gift card vanilla, and it was reloadable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I could use that Visa as a prepaid Visa card and use it for like logins and stuff like that. But I thought they did away with that. So it was new information and very bewildering to me. So I was like, wow.
That is so interesting. I just pulled up something on Chat GTP. I said, what is the latest on the P. Diddy case? And it says here, I don't know if you can see that. It says jury deliberation. It says a partial verdict. The jury in Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial has delivered partial verdicts on 4 out of 5 of the counts. But remains deadlocked on the key racketeering conspiracy charge. The judge, hold on, somebody just chimed in. The judge, however you pronounce that judge's name, has instructed the jury to continue deliberations despite their reported impasse possibility extending deliberation past July 4th holiday. So I guess the jury don't want to work past the into the holiday. So turn your turn your sound down, Don Allen. Turn your sound down, Don Allen. You know, so yeah, you can't hear us there and hear us live. You can hear us one place or the other. But yeah, so now I guess they're trying to decide whether or not they want to. So now I'm sorry. Get back on subject. So I guess the judge has them saying they're basically gonna have to work through the July 4th holiday to come up with the information. Then here's his legal perspectives as former federal prosecutor Naomi Ramanan suggests it may be difficult to convict on the sexual trafficking count due to high um, evidentiary standards with racketeering. Might be easier to prove under the RICO based on um, predicate acts like drug drug distribution. First of all, the reason why they want to say drug distribution is simply the fact because he passed out drugs or party favors, as we want to say, party favors during his freak offs. But isn't if they want to get him for drug distribution, wouldn't that be everybody in the world? Because don't everybody do puff puff pass?
Yes.
So when you pass paraphernalia,
Yes, because I sure do.
he passed paraphernalia. So now they want to get him for drug distribution because he passed out party favors.
No, no, no. It's even funnier because saw where they were saying that they were going to have a bond hearing held around 5 o'clock this evening. So it might have already happened. And that was reported by CNN.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, at this point, when they gonna let us, when they just gonna say, y'all, our judicial system is a motherfucking joke? When they gonna say
You can chime in, Don Allen.
You've been punked because it's all about taking his money. Bond hearings are done within 24 to 48 hours
48
when the
hours,
person
right.
gets arrested.
That day I got arrested when my cousin cut me. I went straight to my bond here as soon as I got to jail.
Bond
Bond
hearings
hearings
are
are
there to
there to
determine
determine
whether you
whether
are
you are
before you're
before you're
innocent or
innocent or
guilty,
guilty,
if you're
if
going to
you're
be
going to be
held or
held or
released.
released. Why would I
It's
say that?
a
Oh,
I'm
I'm
repeating
repeating
myself.
myself.
I don't
I
know
don't
why.
know why. Okay, is that better?
Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
no,
still
I
hear
still
me.
hear me.
Okay, I'm just
Okay, I'm
gonna
just gonna
talk and we
talk and
just
we
hear it
just hear.
double. But
Hold on. Now we gotta fix this.
Oh, you know what I got to do? Hold on.
hello? Okay, there we go. So bond hearings are usually held within,
Is that better?
well, it is when you have you on mute.
No, because I put on echo cancellation to cancel anything in the background.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Try now.
So 24 to 48 hours upon being arrested, not while you waiting to be sentenced. So y'all just trying to get all the money out this black man as y'all can.
Amen.
And so y'all ain't take enough. Y'all have already humiliated him and his mother, his children,
His
his
family.
career, his family. And now y'all want more money?
Because and to agree with you, Juicy, when my cousin cut me with that box cutter, and I went to jail, even though she was the one to cut me. As soon as I got to jail, within 2 hours of me being in jail, I already had my bond here. Within 2 hours of me being.
If I was Diddy, I'd say I don't want no bond. I'm gonna ride this out. And every day they take time to hold him for his sentencing on misdemeanors, he
A
just
lot.
gonna have a bigger lawsuit.
I was gonna say a
Get your money
lawsuit.
back, Diddy. Get your money back, Diddy.
Get all of your coins, get everything that they owe you back and then some. Okay, get
It says
everything they owe you.
this here on Chat GTP. It says, "With the verdict on racketeering still pending, the jury is back to working on a consensus. The jury remains hung. So it's a hung jury right now. The judge could issue a deadlock instruction, which might result in a hung jury."
That means they can't find him guilty.
Exactly.
Yeah, if the jury is hung, like Juice just said, there's no way that they can find him guilty. That's kind of like this
But
whole case,
never say never.
right? But this whole case is just a blob of bull. Let me say it, a blob of bullshit. That's really what it is.
Exactly. I agree.
It's all a blob of bullshit just to
So
take down a rich black man. That's all.
CNN has updated, and they said bail denied. Sean Diddy Combs was denied bail after a jury found him guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution this morning. So Diddy did not do his Uber Lyft ride right. Diddy did not offer to give the comfort ride. He didn't crack the window. He didn't have the air on. He didn't have the right music. I mean, what did he do wrong? He had too much baby oil.
Too much
Okay.
baby oil in the briefcases and the suitcases.
It was
But there's
hot, and the seat was hot because it was leather. So the seat was burning them. It had to been.
but there's
Had
It
nothing
to
was.
wrong
been.
with having too much baby oil.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
don't
no.
have a freak. I don't have a freak session with too much baby oil before.
Now this says sentencing outlook. While Combs was acquitted of the most serious charges, racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, he still faces up to 20 years in prison since the maximum sentence for each of the transportation counts is 10 years. There will be a hearing next week to address the scheduling of Combs' sentencing. So now my wonder is this. Are they going to use him as an example? And then I want to know from my people, my people, we gonna ride? We gonna support free Diddy?
I've been supporting Diddy from the very beginning because I thought he didn't nothing wrong. Because I mean, I thought he was just only guilty of being a freak. As somebody said earlier, he can't be a super freak because we left that to Rick James.
Right. And Rick James,
We ain't leave that to Rick James.
Rick
We
James is
left
dead.
that to that. What's that white man name? Hugh Hefner?
Okay.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
with the Playboy Mansion. Yes.
Yeah. We can't act like we got a super freak when we got the God of freaks.
Ah, not the God of freaks.
But that's what he said. He said he was. That's why they got R. Kelly, because R. Kelly started thinking he was like up with him. And they like, oh no, you can't claim the position of our idol.
Right. That's right. That's
So
right.
I'm only speaking what he's saying. Right.
Right. Because
We not able.
you
We
got to
just swing it.
you got to think about Hugh had girls 24/7. My God, men's is and women's is walking around naked, bucket naked, public hairs showing everywhere. Just public hairs and everything everywhere. Just penises and vaginas and penises and vaginas everywhere. Just walking around everywhere. That's the ultimate
You
freak.
said vaginas?
I said vaginas and penises walking around everywhere.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So just to get a surveillance of the cast that's here. What are y'all expecting to happen with Diddy, or wish to happen, just to see where your mindset is?
I want him to be freed, but I know 9 times out of 10 they're going to try to make an example out of him. Yeah, 9 times out of 10
Yeah.
they're
So
going to like they did with what's her name? What's the rich white lady name?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. They made an example out of Martha. They said, Martha, you rich and all this. Well, heifer, you gonna sit and you gonna do some time. We gonna make an example.
But she did the crime.
She did, but still, they made an example that doesn't matter how rich she is.
I mean, I know no matter how rich she is, they made an example. I don't think they made an example. I think they couldn't get away with that. Like, we would have been turning stuff up for that because, come on now, she did the crime.
She did, but Diddy didn't.
She did, right. And so I think these, like to me, these charges here are like conspiracy.
Yeah,
they're just trying to find something on him.
Right, they reaching like did you even change your charge in mid trial? Because I don't remember seeing nothing about trafficking to prostitute. It was trafficking, and so I guess once you bring, but they agreed to it. I don't see how we found guilty on it.
And not only that, the guys who's actually hired as the escorts, they even admitted that when they came there to the house, that Diddy didn't physically pay them or ask them or say anything to them. There was no interaction with Diddy. The interaction was with the girls. So if anybody should be held responsible for prostitution and paying for sex, it should be the females.
It should be those females, yeah. Because they were paying for that D. They was paying for that pinus.
See, that's one thing that he did do. He was smart. He kept himself out of it. He kept his nose clean.
They was paying for that pinus to be in their vaginas.
You know, I'll supply the money, but I'm not paying the guys. You got to pay the guys. You got to call the guys. You got to set it up. You got to schedule it and organize it. So if it ever comes back and they question the guys can honestly say, "Well, I never talked to Diddy."
Nope.
Well,
I think this is just
before.
But like I said, I think they're gonna try to call themselves making an example out of him, and like they tried to do with Bill Crosby. That's because Bill is another rich black man that wanted to do some things, and they just like. But if this would have been Vanilla Ice, they would have let this go a long time ago. They'd be like, "Oh, Vanilla Ice, well, and he's not guilty. Vanilla's not
He
guilty."
said vanilla ice.
It would have been. But I'm just trying to give an example of YT privilege. You feel me? I'm
Let's
trying
go
to.
with Eminem.
Yeah, let Eminem. Let's Eminem is rich.
He was.
Right. Eminem is
Cause
rich.
you went before. I don't think our viewers know about vanilla
A lot of them
ice.
don't know who Vanilla Ice.
The viewers probably saying, "Who is Vanilla Ice? Is that a stripper?"
Wait, let me
Right.
Google.
Because
Oh,
a lot of them weren't
he
even born to the '90s, right?
he
So they don't even
wasn't a
know who Vanilla Ice
popsicle.
is.
Yeah,
Right.
what what
Vanilla
ice
Popsicle.
baby?
I like
Cherry
vanilla
ice.
ice.
You talking about a cherry ice? No, I ain't talking about no cherry ice.
Yes,
How
no,
about
no, you took us way back. Vanilla Ice.
Lord?
But
But yeah,
I'm for him being free. I think that, like I said, in our chat personally amongst us, that I'm all for all black men winning
I,
because the struggle is real. And it's
especially with
too hard out here as a
yes,
black
Lord.
man. I'm not a black man, but I have black brothers, I have cousins, I have sons, my father, my granddaddy, and my friends. It's too much of a struggle to just be who you are and be accepted for who you are. You're already stereotyped by how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, the things you do, and now you can't be you. And to target him in the way they did for whatever reason they had, but our assumption or allegedly thoughts are because of the alcohol. And I like Ciroc. Like I want to keep buying my Ciroc. I don't want to have to be on he was wrong to women and children, and so we got to look at him in a different light. I heard out with my own ears, out of their mouths, that they were okay with doing what they were doing. If anything, they were hurt, they were jealous, and of each other, and so wanted more. And so, to me, even some of their testimony could have been a little out of, "I'm mad because you didn't do me the best way," and so it should have
Right.
all been thrown out. It should have all been thrown out.
My thing is, I'm pro free to black men. Because I feel that with all of the injustices, like you said, they have on black people and have done throughout the years, we deserve to be free. I mean, and then look at all the stuff that the white men get away with. So if the white man, Trump, the Republicans can all
Mhm.
get away with all the bullshit that they get away with, let the brothers get away with some of it too.
I mean, we all ordinary people.
Right.
Okay, sing it.
I
Okay.
thought Don Allen was gonna chime in.
Oh, we're just ordinary people. Yeah. We don't know which way to go. Yeah, you talking about that one.
Sarah said,
Sarah
I
said
got
that.
I got a
Hell
song.
no, Diddy need to be locked up. Tell me why you feel he need to be locked up, Sarah.
Sarah, yeah, tell us,
Maybe
explain
you
to us
saw
why you
something
think
we
he needs to be
ain't
locked up.
see.
This is what I believe for Diddy though. He need to have freedom. They need to let him go. They need to let him go.
Don't give me no strike.
Don Allen, we not on your show.
Don't get us no strike.
We said what?
Don't
We
get us
not
no
on your
copyright
show.
strike.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Don't get us no copyright strike.
What happened to my OTG?
Mute him.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes, we
That's
hear
why we
you.
telling you to mute.
I can't
Loud
hear
and
you
clear.
now.
We hear you loud. We hear you loud and clear.
I can't hear y'all anymore.
I,
Hold on.
Sarah, why do you think he go to prison?
It would be called sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That boy keep his,
His dick in his pants.
and he is sick.
First of all, Sarah, ain't no law against having sex. He's grown, and the people he has sex with is grown. So what was wrong with that?
See, for me, I saw too many YouTube videos by some girl named Allie Carter or something like that. I think her name was. And she had so much to talk about these parties with little kids there. So in the beginning, her story made me feel like you said he's sick because we should not be doing the things that she described to children. So based on the things that I heard, the allegations, I would agree with you. There was some sick stuff being said. However, the things that were presented during the trial, which were all of consensual adults and no minors, excuse me a moment, because my
That
son was
out.
in the room. But I wanted to say, if anybody's having any intercourse other than vaginal and penis, then everybody's sick. Because the only intercourse we're supposed to have is to procreate. And outside of that, we having fun. Some were victims, not all of them want to have Diddy. I don't think I didn't hear anybody say they didn't want to have Diddy. I didn't hear not one person testify and say he forced
Not one
himself
person
on
said
me and I didn't want it.
right.
But Justin Bieber didn't even come.
Right, Justin
We
Bieber
don't
wasn't
know if
part of the
that's
trial.
true. He has yet to speak out about it.
Yeah,
We
Justin
don't
had
know if
Right.
nothing to do
it's
with the
true.
trial, Sarah. So now you're speaking about something that has nothing to do with anything. Justin never said nothing on the trial. He didn't come to the courtroom. They didn't question Justin. So let's stick to the trial. It's called stick to the facts.
Even Usher, did Usher testify?
No,
I'm not
not at
sure.
all.
But he's supposed to be so hurt.
Right.
Right.
They didn't question Justin at the trial. They didn't question. So
And in a subpoena, not everyone wants to speak up. Well, you know what? So that's what makes me still in our country, we are supposed to be innocent until proven guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt.
so if no one speaks up, guess what? He's free to go.
Yes,
If I
because at the
Sarah, if I slap you and you don't call the police, guess what that makes me? Free.
still you slapped her, but you're free. Now, if she called the police and they come and say, I don't think that was a slap. I think that was a love tap.
It
Guess what,
was.
Sarah?
Well,
He's
I'm
still
still free.
free.
Still free.
And so, Sarah, please continue to tune into our show. We do appreciate your comment, and we're not trying to persuade you to like Diddy or want Diddy. Thank you. And that slap right back would be you saying he did something to me. I'm gonna do something back. By Bieber, Usher, their slap back would have been to testify. They chose not to slap back. They did not clap back. They let that man do with no Vaseline, if that be the case. Didn't even kiss him.
Allegedly.
I'm saying,
Allegedly,
they be like, you kiss me
no
with no
baby oil.
Vaseline. That's a saying you screwed me over. I don't mean like, because Diddy like baby oil. He didn't like Vaseline.
Name
So
brand
they
Johnson
say.
and Johnson.
He like Johnson.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out and I feel like the reason why they didn't get him on a lot of these charges is because Johnson and Johnson Corporation was about to get sued because you bringing all them baby oil bottles to who?
I
To
mean,
where?
suitcases and
And
drawers
right,
full
and
of
you ain't
baby oil.
wondering. Listen, Viber has spoken the past. I want to know about that.
Even if Justin had spoke about it in the past, he still didn't speak about it in the courtroom where it mattered.
Thank you.
Once again, Sarah, if I was to slap you and you told your mama, your daddy, your niece, your nephew, your cousin, but you didn't tell the police, guess what? It doesn't matter. says Aaron Carter was a victim and he can't speak because he's dead. So like, what does that make? What does that make Diddy then? Free.
Right. He's still free. Just like let me give you a good
And
example.
wait, and who says he's a victim? Did he go to the police? Did he file charges?
Thank you.
Or did he just randomly speak about it?
But I've had a relationship where I thought I was everything to this guy, and I decided to be with him, and then we weren't nothing anymore, and I was hurt and devastated. But I could have called the police. I could have told anybody about, oh, he did this and this and this and that to me, and I
Yes.
didn't. And then I died, and now my family, who was like didn't care for how I was being treated, are saying some possibilities and what they think might have been. They're coming out now. Those relatives were not hurt when Aaron was alive,
Mm-mm.
but they are aware that whatever Aaron was going through was something he was experiencing. And they didn't come out and say nothing when he was alive.
They waited until he was dead so they can get money. That's all that is.
I feel that part is a little bit bogus. I rest in peace. I'm not being insensitive to him. Okay, then free, then you matter. Yes, I'm free for freeing R. Kelly too. I
Okay.
feel
Yes,
like
I think they both should be free.
Because the
R.
parents were
Kelly got
complicit.
off.
I'm sorry.
The people that should be
Off.
arrested in R. Kelly situation are the parents.
The parents were complicit.
Told them kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
The parents were complicit.
R. Kelly was just R. Kelly was a victim.
Yeah. Pretty much.
He was
Because
being
if Sarah, if parents took their children to R. Kelly's house, that's a grown man, and dropped them off, whether they were minors or whether they was 18, the
Mm-hmm.
parents are responsible.
Mm-hmm. But Sarah, let me give you a good. Let me
But
give
did
you.
R. Kelly get charged for minors being dropped off to him? No. Oh, I
But yeah,
was being a smart ass.
yeah. Let
Girl,
me
you know we think you a genius. We didn't even catch that.
let me give you a good example, Sarah, of how a person can do something and still be free. And this is a personal example that happened to me. I have a cousin that stayed with me. She got upset because I told her to leave my house. She cut me. The police came and they took me to jail, and she still was free because she said that I attacked her. So a person can say anything, and if they don't see, they see in my face split wide open like a good old apple pie, just open like a good old turkey gizzard, and they still took me to jail, and she was free. It's all about what they see, what they, what can be so called proven, and I still went to jail, and she's still free, even though they finally threw out the case because they figured out that I was not the aggressor. I didn't press charges, and guess what? She's still free. So
So what did they say? She was defending herself?
basically, because she lied and
Mm.
said that I attacked her first, which I
Would
did
you have
not.
some grease?
Hold on,
Some fried chicken grease?
hold on, hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Try to get back on topic real quick. R. Kelly.
R. Kelly is currently in federal prison serving decades long sentences for numerous serious sex crimes, including racketeering, sex trafficking, and child pornography. Here's a breakdown of what landed him behind bars and what's happening now. Racketeering and sex trafficking in New York, 2021. In September 2021, Kelly was convicted under the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organization Act and the Mann Act for operating a criminal enterprise involving coercing women and girls into illegal sexual acts across state lines. Okay, we're going to pause right there. P. Diddy was found innocent of that. Everybody who testified said they willfully and wanted to participate and go to these affairs. Even that Jane Doe girl was like, she would call and ask him to send for her because she wanted to come and she would go. He received a 30-year federal sentence for these convictions. Child pornography and enticement of minors in Chicago of 2022. In September of 2022, Kelly was convicted on 6 counts, 3 for producing child pornography and 3 for enticing minors into sexual activities. He received a 20-year sentence with 19 years served concurrently with his New York sentence and 1 year consecutively effective, extending his incarceration. Why is he in jail? Kelly Kelly is serving a combined 50-year sentence in federal prison for RICO and sex trafficking charges. For 30 years, child pornography and minor enticement convictions 20 years. He is housed at a FCI Butler Medium in North Carolina with an estimated release date around December of 2045. Ooh, baby. Federal appeals court
Jeez.
recently upheld his racketeering and sex trafficking convictions, and the U.S. Supreme Court declined to his appeal. In 2025, Kelly's legal team claimed prison officials administered a dangerous medication overdose, allegedly as part of a conspiracy to harm him. He was hospitalized but later returned to prison, with the judge denying house arrest or furlough. So that is when he had asked to be released because he was fearing for his life and he felt that he was going to be killed, not by inmates, but by the prison officials. Summary: charges racketeering, sex trafficking, child pornography, and enticement of minors. Total sentence around 50 years, spanning 2021 to 2022 convictions. Current status: incarcerated in North Carolina. Appeals: all primary convictions upheld. Supreme Court refused review. Health and safety: his team alleges prison has harmed him, claims the government disputes it. That's what he looked like now?
Dang. He done got old already.
Now, did we get any current pictures of P. Diddy? Because I'm hearing from in this trial, he's not been able to get like the medicine he's used to, and he's apparently HIV positive, and it's taking effect on his health. And for that, I don't think they're going to put him in jail for 20 years, because then they're going to have to take care of him for 20 years. And he is a big threat to the prison population of getting them infected.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to do that. They definitely.
What you reading, Tony?
I was trying to find some recent photos of P. Diddy.
Oh.
Donnell, are you in front of your computer?
I am.
Can you see if you can find any?
Okay, I'm looking right now.
Wow, what surprise. Not that what happened when you can't keep dick in your pants. It is. I know, Sarah. And it's like these people have gotten so, like, I feel like their playground in the sex world has been so smorgasbord
Okay.
that it's to the point now they bored. And they're trying
Someone
to
had asked the
find
question
something
earlier
else.
that someone had asked the question earlier that if P. Diddy was to be released, do you think he would come out as a changed man and humble himself? I said no. I think he would become more arrogant because he would have the mindset that, see, I can't be touched, I can't be stopped. I'm P. Diddy. I'm the shit. I am who I am. He may maneuver differently and do things slightly different, but his arrogance is going to go times 10.
My question though, which threw me off, what's charged with the Ventura girl are they saying he did the trafficking with? Because all of her testimony, it never said he did these things. It was always her initiating, requesting, wanting. She even vouched and said, I didn't want it to be like he was in control, so I was paying for my own bills. Look, he was trying to fool 50 Cent and he wasn't having it. He was trying to, you know what? 50 Cent got too many legal people on his behalf.
He ain't having it.
But never mind. Because I don't want him coming for me. But 50 Cent might pay just to be able to say the things he can say, and we might not know all that. You know what I'm saying? Because 50 Cent just
Exactly.
might have been mad because his wife stayed.
Oh, you find anything, Donnell?
Not yet. I'm looking.
But I like 50 Cent.
I'm searching.
Also, I like him because of his brilliance and his business mind.
I liked him when he first made his CD. G-Nit.
Oh Jesus.
Like that dark piece of chocolate.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
do love me some dark chocolate. I like that 72% kind.
Look, like I said, it's healthier than
Oh,
caramel.
you like 70%
Yes.
cacao? You like
Yeah, when I buy chocolate
70%
candy bars, I make sure it
cacao?
say at least 72% cacao. But my reason for that is because 72 is the number of God, and I want to make sure when I eat I get blessed. So it got nothing to do with the dude, for the record. But it is dark chocolate.
Mm. While Don Allen is looking up the pictures,
You are a
um,
trip.
I want to remind everybody that in case
I
you don't know
am.
already, if you don't know now, you know. I am a published author. My first book is already out, so make sure you go onto Amazon and purchase my book. It's called God Made Us and Love Us. Um, it's an easy read. It's less than 100 pages long, so it's not very long. You can find the book on Amazon. Just search Anthony P. Brown, or you can go to www.anthonythewriter.com, and it'll bring up the book as well. So it's available on paperback book, and it's also available on Kindle, which is an ebook. You can read it on your tablet or your WordPad or whatever, or on your cell phone. So you can get it on Kindle or you can get it on paperback. It's called God Made Us and Love Us. So make sure you go over there and purchase my first book. And my second book comes out July 7th in a few days. It's called State of Desire.
Yeah.
State of Desire. It comes out on July 7th. It wasn't come out July 4th, but there was a delay, so it's going to come out on July 7th. So make sure you guys, make sure you cop a copy of that as well. I appreciate that as well. It's called State of Desire. And this book is about a gay congressman running for presidency, and he's married to a Puerto Rican transgender female. So
Oh.
that's all I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of drama, a lot of cliffhangers, a lot of twists and turns. So make sure you get that book as well. State of Desire comes out July 7th. So again, both books you can purchase online at Amazon.com. Both books you can purchase online at AnthonyTheWriter.com. So get them, and then once you read them, definitely give me a written review on Amazon. The review gets me more sales. I appreciate it so much.
Let me say something else about the God Made Us and Love Us. Yours truly wrote the forward. Yeah, I did.
The forward section in the book that is written is also written by
Yours truly.
Dr.
But I just want to.
Dr. Apostle Don Allen Lowe.
and that was made official last year. Yeah, but
Second,
I just want to say congratulations to Tony, and from WTCZ Gospel Music Radio. Me and my audience want to say congratulations. Congratulations.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just want to say congratulations. You're doing great things. We look for great things. Um, don't forget. Can you give me what you call it? Can you give me your visuals of those books so I can advertise that on my show, please?
Sure,
Give me the JPEGs of those so I
no
can advertise.
problemo.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Juicy, our other co-host, right there in the corner, the one with the bright, colorful blouse, looking all pretty. She
Yeah.
is. This is her business, enliventoyou.com. She's it's for homeopathic healing, living a better life. So if anything that's going on with you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, with your body, or whatever, and you just want a healthier way of um, answering the cure or finding the cure, um, being delivered,
You
being
so funny.
delivered, being healed, being
Lord, stop it.
made whole, you can reach out to Juicy at enliventoyou.com. Is her website.
Juicy, send me that too, so I can because I'm trying to come up with commercials for my show, so it'll give me time to take a break from playing music straight. So send me that so I can make a commercial.
Okay.
Mhm.
Have you set up a schedule when you're going to be on, or you just randomly?
Oh yeah, my schedule is Mondays and Fridays, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock um, Eastern Standard Time, and 5 o'clock Pacific. Mm-hmm.
5 o'clock Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which, here in Dallas, Texas, we're 2 hours ahead of California and places like that. Mhm.
So anything else y'all want to say about this Diddy Shiznick?
Free Diddy,
No, free
free
Diddy.
Diddy,
And Beauty's like,
Free Diddy.
it's
free
Beauty's like,
Diddy.
it's not Thursday.
Like, why
Hi,
you got a
Beauty.
camera on?
Hi, Beauty.
She trying to get in my lap. I don't even know why she thinks she a lap dog.
She is huge.
She
How long did you have,
is.
have her? Did you have her when she was little?
I had her. She trying to make me pet her.
Yeah. Chanel does that to me also.
Y'all, y'all stop talking about y'all dogs, please. I don't have one to pet anymore.
That's a big old dog.
I gotta
She
find a
was
dog.
she could fit in my hand when we got her.
Not no more.
No, no more. But she still thinks she is the baby. And she's like,
She's like, I remember when I used to sit in your lap.
she like, you gonna put me in your arms. Yes, Beauty. Okay. She just want me to rub her.
Wow. So yeah, I definitely had to come online. We will be back online again very soon once we get some updates going on with this trial or any other situations. Because we're gonna bring you the here and we bring it to you live. You see, when you place your comments on the screen, we respond. What
Yes. And we thank you so much. So P. Diddy was touching 50 Cent during the interview. P. Diddy got kicked out during the interview. Like, woo. See, I don't know about all that. Now I'm gonna tell you, Sarah, I don't watch TV. I only watch what they show me to keep in tune, to keep up the par. So I want to see that because what I don't. It was funny because I was asked about a TV show, and
Mhm. I put that face up because she said what P Diddy was doing to 50 Cent. I ain't know nothing about that.
That's why I say I want to see that.
Definitely. And also on the Anthony Brown Show, if y'all have any comments, y'all want to talk about or anything, or something's going on in your personal life and you want us as a whole to respond, we have the Dear ATL letter. So you can send your letters in to the Anthony Brown Show at gmail.com, and we'll read your letter live on the air and respond accordingly. Some of those letters get quite juicy and personal, but nevertheless, we do respond. And you get various members of the cast, different perspectives, plus the viewers, they respond accordingly as well. So we get different perspectives. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah,
For
baby.
P. Diddy, I got something for P. Diddy for loyalty. So when you get out, make sure you choose your friends wisely and make sure they're loyal. I'm gonna show the inspiration video about loyalty.
Hold on,
What you
I
think?
had a question when you say that. I was wondering about that too, because there was a lot of people who held their loyalty and was like, we ain't saying nothing. We ain't saying, because I think they were involved. But there were other people who were like, oh, when he get out, how these people gonna be with him? Girl,
Exactly.
oh, like, hey, Tayama.
Hey, Tayama.
Hey, black folks, y'all know how to listen. Won't he do it?
Yes, and we're waiting on you.
Yeah.
I
I
know
like
y'all would.
We've been on
your
almost
avatar
an hour.
picture.
What happened?
We've been on
I
almost
like
an hour waiting for you.
Uh, you know you gotta call me. If you send me a text, that means you really didn't want me to be there.
You were texting me.
I text you and got gone.
I
I was
said
like,
the movie. I
food.
said we
Hey, look,
text
I
him and
said
said
food for
you
thought.
go out.
Food for thought, meaning, you got all the stuff to offer, Mr. Arthur, and you have all the ideas, but I am real good at marketing.
But how you gonna tell me to go live and you're not even ready?
I stay ready. Don't get
They
it
weren't
twisted.
loyal to you. They were loyal to the opportunity. And a person who does not understand the value of loyalty will never understand the damage of betrayal. This is how we get hurt. We confuse loyalty with attachments. There is a massive difference with somebody who is assigned to you versus someone who is attached to you. Somebody who is assigned to you helps you complete tasks. But those who are attached to you only want to benefit from the task that you have completed. They don't view you as a person, they view you as a purse. People don't abandon what they want, they abandon what they were using. But I'm loyal, I'm a rider. Everybody is willing to ride while you're in the yacht. But who is going to row with you in a crisis? Loyalty does not require lights or eyes because it is a heart posture. It should not require my presence for you to be loyal. Loyalty is when you have my back behind my back.
Shout out my booster,
Well,
but what do you mean, sir?
I was about
Don't
to
y'all
say,
feel good that this black man got off?
He ain't off. He ain't home. He ain't off.
Let me tell you, if I did all that, you caught me on video, and only thing you could charge me with is prostitution, baby, I got off.
Tell him, like I said, he ain't off. He ain't home.
Let me tell you, that man finna moonwalk out that courtroom, okay? Everything that could hold him for years, he finna get time served.
they talking about he
Google,
could get up to 10
Google the
years on
law.
them
No,
charges.
Google the law. He's in New York for prostitution. It's a fine. He been in jail since they put him in there. That man finna get time served and walked off. Bro, you just got off. You another OJ.
How long he
What?
been behind? How long he been behind bars?
Ooh,
Almost a
almost a
year.
year.
Almost a year.
Almost a year. August will be a year. I
Listen,
think
it
August will
don't
be a
matter
year.
what y'all say. That man need to be up under bars, buried into the ground. But anytime a black man get off, it's a win for all black people. I don't know why we don't see that. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know why.
I know you
Listen,
know why, Tyson.
exactly. Listen,
Tyson.
this one here is gonna know why because his mama gonna raise him from the tutor to the rooter
Yeah,
of what it is.
yeah, what
You hear him?
yeah, you heard him?
What it is?
What it is?
You see them pretty teeth, y'all?
Since September.
Come
Sean
here.
Diddy Combs has been in federal custody since his arrest in September 2024. He continues to remain behind bars as he awaits sentencing. As of early July 2025, he has spent about 10 months in jail, and that time counts towards his eventual sentence. So it says September 16th, held without bail, Judge Arum on a Subramanian denied bail multiple times, citing risks to public safety and potential threats to witness. Now, I have a question because that was all speculation, and he's been found not guilty to these charges that would have put him as a public safety and potential threat to witness. So
Okay.
now, what's the
Now
reason?
what?
What's the
Okay,
reason?
so now let me tell you what's now finna happen. This smart, genius, black man finna turn around and sue them for billions of dollars. Billions. For the simple fact, I've been told y'all the fact that we are okay with this man being held on charges. Quote, go back to it. He's held on charges that don't even fit what they're holding him for. You holding him on charges that
Right.
don't even fit the videos or any of the stuff that he's saying. You're holding him on that. So for me, it's a win for all black folks, meaning you can't come up with no frivolous junk, hold us, then have us committed for it. Now, if you would have had him in there for battery and all of the above, kidnapping, because you did kidnap her in that elevator when you pulled her back to somewhere she didn't want to be. That's kidnapping. But being that those weren't the charges that you had him on, yep, I'm with the black man. I win for the black folks.
So you have to understand the reason they couldn't hold him on those charges is because she got paid for that. They
But
can't
even
charge. They
though,
can't. They can't try
even
him for that
even
because he
though,
settled.
look what they did. You sat there, you held this man for 10 months. 10 months. You defamed his name beyond compare. You like not even defamed because you showed what it was that he did. But yet you pulled him up on charges that you knew you didn't have nothing to stick.
Right.
We're not arguing, do this man need to be in jail? Yeah. But if at any time you arrest someone and you do not arrest them for the crime that they did, and you're just holding them just to make him like to basically humble him, they've been doing this stuff since the beginning of the time. But one thing that I have learned, they will always be able to do it because, for one, black people don't stand together. As soon as they bring up a charge on a black person, it be your own people that's ready to crucify you before anything.
That's how they did Jesus.
Say that
So,
again.
with that being said, black man, you got another chance. Right your wrong and don't do it again. Because
And
next
if you
time you
do it
ain't gonna be so
again,
lucky. You will not be so lucky.
No,
and if he starts
definitely
to
won't.
engage in the activities that he once was engaging in, I just say Be wiser, true. Like, there's a group of people who like to do things. There's groups of people who like to do things. Find your tribe
He
and
did
stick with
find
it.
his. Let me tell you, he did find his tribe. For all y'all that think Cassie was a victim,
Oh
when
no,
you heard
she
all
was
of
his
that,
tribe. She
listen,
wanted
he
that.
was his tribe.
Yeah,
But when that
and
man turned around and said, you know what? I'm finally going to do right by a woman, and it was Carisha, young Miami, when he gave her all of that without her doing a fraction of what Cassie had to do, like bitter baby mamas, she got real bitter. She had been away from Diddy. It took you how long to turn around and be like, oh, yeah, he did this to me. You didn't go to the police. You tried to get this man for his money. You was blackmailing him on the bike end.
Basically.
You're no victim. And when women literally start holding other women accountable for their BS, the world will be a better place. Because a lot of us know people, you're a bitter baby mama. You want to take this nigga to court for child support, but you know you getting money from this nigga on the bike end. You don't want nothing to do with that nigga. Don't even call that nigga to ask him for a quarter. Show him in real lifetime. I don't want nothing from you. I raised my baby real. If that is that the way you feel,
I
he
gotta
found
agree.
his tribe. But when his tribe couldn't get no more money, that tribe turned on him like the winds.
Say it again,
That
fam.
girl,
Like,
that girl was sitting there with no Diddy standing near her. She was sitting there threatening to take the escort life herself. So are we double backing and going to get this heifer too?
that's what they need to.
Let that man be free. I'm with it. Diddy, just don't just get your life together. Go find God. Like, do something. Go
find
repent.
Buddha,
Do something. I don't know.
find God, find Buddha, find Muhammad, find somebody. Just do just don't do the shit again. Just let that be the end of it. And let that be the end all. And don't think about it no more. Don't do it no more. Get rid of all that baby all out your house.
They already got it out.
Oh, they already got all the baby all. Okay.
Yeah,
Get that man his baby oil. That man is dark chocolate. He needs to glisten. Leave that man baby oil alone.
No, he need that baby oil so he can slip and slide outside.
Donnelly, get out that man bedroom if you ain't about them games.
Oh,
Cause Diddy don't play. He
I
don't
ain't
play. He take all challengers, okay?
I ain't about to bring all that life.
Don't act like you don't know. Get out that man bathroom. He used that to be slip and slide records, okay?
All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to rehearsal. I will. It's good.
yeah,
Thank you for inviting me, Tony.
we
Thank
gotta
you
get
so
out of here.
much.
All right,
See
guys.
y'all.
Good night. It's Don Allen. But thank you all for tuning in and coming on. We've been here an hour and 3 minutes. But we will definitely be back if any new news come up or any news information or some more. We'll be right here for it.
Exactly. We'll be back in literally 1 hour because the verdict on his bond will be up. Yep, that part. Yeah, yeah. And also, we have 2 books.
We
One
already
will
talked
be
about
released. Oh
relate.
well, you're doing it again. We can't be a millionaire messing with Tony. Tony.
We can give out the websites and everything.
We need to do it again. I want to live like Diddy without having to entrap people and all the rest. My brother, get it, Diddy.
And we got a future book coming out from Tiama.
Yeah, but mine ain't out yet. We need yours that's rolling. We basking in your ambiance, okay? Tell them, Juicy. I don't know what you saying, but it looked like you saying some good stuff.
Oh, I didn't even know I was on mute. I've been your hype man this whole time.
Yes, girl. I'm so proud
Look,
of him. I'm like, yes, brother, let's get it.
I'm being silent Bob. My bad, y'all.
He blushing from ear to ear.
Well, again,
Yes.
my first book is out. God Made Us and Love Us. It's currently out. It's also on Amazon. You can purchase it either through Amazon. Just search Anthony P. Brown, or you can just search. Go to www.anthonythewriter.com and you'll see the book. So you can purchase that book as of right now. It's on paperback and it's also on Kindle. Kindle, which is an ebook, electronic book. You can read it on your tablet, your phone, or your computer. So you can get it on ebook or you can get it on a paperback book. God Made Us and Love Us. My second book is coming out Monday, the 7th, July 7th. State of Desire. And this is about a gay congressman running for president, and he's married to Isabella, with a Puerto Rican transgender female. I can't tell you the storyline, but they are running for presidency. There's a bunch of drama, a bunch of twists and turns, a lot of backstabbing, some shiesty stuff going on, but the ending is very interesting. So definitely hit State of Desire. It'll be out Monday. And for both books, when you finish reading them, please go back onto Amazon and give me a review, a written review. And when you do so, that helps me get more sales. So I appreciate that as well.
Yes, yes. So make sure you go copy your copy. And if at any time you want yours signed by the author, he has an email to where you could get at him and he will be glad to sign your book. Smooches.
Oh man. So
So what, Juicy? What we doing? You say, oh man, so what? What we doing?
ooh, tell her to come here. Tell her to come here. Um, she just caught me off guard with all that going on. I am doing newbies chaps
Okay.
Chaps.
and yes, chaps for the Cowboy Carter concert.
Okay.
She going again? Newbie, you rich girl. Let me come hang out with you.
So it's all my fault, but not really. Life just happened to us, and I didn't get her to the concert on time. Traffic was awful, so she missed a lot of the show.
Yeah, y'all see how much money Juicy got? She telling y'all she rich without telling y'all.
No,
Telling y'all,
I'm not.
y'all. Tony, we trying to get on their level.
Listen, we
Beyonce
got
two times. Hey, look, you went to Beyonce concert 2 times less than a month. Woohoo! That's that big money.
Okay.
Diddy, she sitting over there with you. Let me find out, Juke.
oh, he said the paint was strong. Um, so I took I made her a flag. Um, chaps with the flag. But you'll have to see it on. I wanted you to stop yelling at my son. I'm trying to get you to leave him alone.
Listen, I'm going to end the show, and then hold on, Juicy and Jam. I want to tell y'all something backstage, but let me just go ahead and end the show real quick. Let me find one of my ending videos. Again, everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, share this video. And Tiama said there's a verdict coming out in an hour, so We'll be here for the.
No, it's not the verdict. It's the they giving him a bond hearing.
Oh, okay. So we'll be back for.
So
We'll
you
be
know
back.
what? I thought it was saying we're gonna come back because we'll be back. We're gonna be backstage and then we'll be back
Yeah, we'll be back in an hour. So
because it's
definitely go
8.
ahead and like, share, subscribe, whatever. We'll be back for part 2 of the on Diddy.